Ow! Should we do that again? Or should we just keep that? Well, bam!
I just keep that because that was fantastic. Welcome to another story time. This week we're going to do frightening experiences that have happened to us.
Even though it's the middle of, or almost the end of March, and
it's summertime.
it's not spooky season.
Nope. And it's nice and warm outside, so we're doing it outside. And that would be our friend Ryan's shadow. We are working on costumes for FanX, which is next week, which we will do a vlog about.
Yep. I'm taking apart a wig. I'm making stuff. There's a lot to do in such a short amount of time.
Yeah. Do you want to start?
Which one should I start out with?
You know what's a good way to start when you say which one?
Alright, well, I guess I will start off with one of the smaller ones. So I was in high school, and usually at the end of the day, I'm kind of loud. Like, the stress builds up. You know, when you're in school, you have to be quiet, and like, you just want to be a little bit crazy. So I was walking home, and once I got to my house, I was just screaming at that point. Like, I was belting out songs. I was being weird and crazy. And I remember I was going through my mail.
A normal Tuesday.
It was a normal Tuesday. And I slammed my mail in the trash, and I like screamed. And I swear, like, from my bedroom, I could hear a voice tell me, "Why are you so loud?" Like, I swear it wasn't my mind, because I heard it through my own ears. And I looked, and I froze for a second. I thought it was like one of my siblings. But I was confused too, because both of my brother and sister, were at school at the time. Like, I had my little sister that was still in elementary, and my brother that was still in junior high, and I get out before them. So I didn't understand. So I was going through my house to see if maybe they came home early, and I was home alone, completely alone. And to this day, I have no idea who that was.
You angered your ghost.
I angered my ghost because I was being too loud. And it was a male's voice, too. And I'm pointing that out because
Edward watches you while you sleep.
Not Edward.
Alright, let's see. What's one of mine? So this one happened sometime last year. I sleep in a basement. My room
That's creepy
is
enough.
in a basement. And at the time, we had my oldest brother and his wife and kid living with us. And they slept in the room next to mine. And sorry.
Distracted by Ryan.
Ryan was staring at me like I'm an idiot. Anyways, one night, it was about 2-3 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, whatever. And
Hour.
all of a sudden I hear someone tapping at the door with their fingernails. And so I'm sitting there, I muted my TV and I listened for a minute, and I could still hear it vaguely tapping at my door. But at the same time, I could hear my brother, my sister-in-law, and their kid all snoring. Because they all snore.
Pleasant.
And I could still hear this tapping, and it continued for about 20-30 minutes. And then it just stopped.
Did you have... That's weird. Like, I wonder if you had like a mouse or something.
No, it wasn't. Like, I know the difference between a mouse, and it was someone like drumming their fingers on my door.
So I ran through a stick, and it scared me.
There's a good scary experience.
We'll tell it. I guess another one, kind of going along the same. I swear, I have a male ghost in my house that likes to hang out in my room, because it's a guy every single time. So this next one, I had just graduated, and I was kind of a bum. Like, I was taking a big break. Like, I was out of school. I was just gonna be a lazy bum for a few months. So I was home alone. My siblings were at school. My parents were at work. And I was watching TV, and I was watching Ghost Adventures, ironically.
I love Ghost Adventures.
Shout out to Jack Bagans, Nick
He's not part of the Ghost Adventures anymore.
That's why I stopped myself. Aaron Goodwin and
There's
Nick, if you're watching this, you were cool too when you were part of the show.
Zach, Aaron, Jay, and Billy now.
Jay and Billy are I like Billy. He's funny.
Aaron's my favorite.
Aaron is hilarious. I follow him on like Instagram and Facebook, and all of his posts just make me laugh.
He's fabulous.
I love him. Anyway, so I was
Zach
watching.
Is hot.
His body though.
His body though.
The dude's buff. I'm
That
thoroughly
dude has a nice
impressed.
body. All right. Anyways,
So I was watching Ghost Adventures, and I had it up kind of loud because I like the noise, because I don't really like being home totally alone without a little bit of noise. And so my phone starts ringing in my bedroom when I go off to the other side of my house. So my bedroom is located like clear on the other side. And I have a really small house too. It's 1,000 square feet. So I mean, it's not a big difference, but it's enough of a difference that you shouldn't really be able to hear the TV. And so I pick up the phone and I answer it. It's my mom, and the phone gets kind of fuzzy, like there's some interference in there somewhere. And finally, I got through to my mom. Was like, "Whoa, what was up with that? Like, that was weird." And she's like, "Do you have a guy over at the house that I don't know about?" And I'm like, "No, I'm home alone. I mean, the TV's going off and Zach Bagans is talking. Did you hear that?" And she's like, "No, it was like in the phone. Like someone was talking. I don't know what they said, but they were talking." And I was like, "Okay, well that's weird." And so like, I don't know if it was just some weird radio interference with my phone or what, but we weren't able to figure it out.
Nice.
And that was really creepy.
Let's see, what's another one that happened? So when I was little, we used to tell scary stories to each other all the time. And one of our favorites was, we called it the tick-tick-ch.
Tick-tick-ch.
Yes.
It's almost my dad's language. Like, he just uses noises to describe things.
Well, and that's why we call this, because the story, there's a ton of variations of how we told the story, but the story basically was this monster that had ridiculously long nails and no legs, and so it would crawl around on its nails. And so the tick-tick-ch noise you heard was the claws and then him dragging himself.
Oh, that's creepy. Oh, what is that? Did you hear that, or did you just make it up?
When I was younger, me and my friend used to do a sleepover every weekend. We'd alternate whose house we slept over at. And her older brother was friends with my younger brother, and he was gonna sleep over at my house too. And so it was maybe 9-10 o'clock at night, so it was dark. And we were walking over to her house to pick him up and pick some things up. And all of a sudden you see this little thing just drag itself across the road.
It's not okay.
We told her brother about it, and he's sitting there trying to convince us that maybe it was a rabbit, but it wasn't hopping. It was like dragging across the road. And we didn't hear any noise, but it looked like something dismembered dragging itself across the road. And we ran home as fast as we could.
Yeah, I would too. That's things that like crawl or run for some reason just scare me. Scare the poop out of me. I mean, this other story that I have, it's not really me, but it was my brother, and it had to do with me. So I guess it kind of counts. So, I don't remember when it was. I don't know if we were still in school or what, but my little brother always has like really weird experiences with his computer. Like randomly the computer will turn on and pull up YouTube videos, like the most random YouTube videos.
So
for no
your
reason.
brother's ghost likes to watch YouTube.
Yes. And like he this isn't the story that I was going to tell, but like there was one time, do you know Lavender Town's theme?
Yes.
Yeah, there was this one time when it was in the middle of the night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and YouTube pulls up and it plays the Lavender Town song theme.
That's freaky.
And he's like, okay, that's creepy, and then he turns it off because it always happens, and he's like, whatever. But yeah, so I swear his computer is haunted. But this one time, he was asleep. It was really early in the morning. And he thought somebody was in his room with him, so he kind of wakes up and he opens his eyes and he looks toward the computer and he sees me sitting at the computer. And so he's like, what? And he blinks and the thing is gone. He's like, oh, maybe I just fell asleep for a second. So he gets up and goes to my room to see if I was there, and I was dead asleep. Like, I had not moved at all. So he even asked me the next morning, he's like, were you on the computer like at 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, somebody was sitting there, and I was like, woo!
That's
Sorry.
my neighbor's dog.
It didn't bark, it just kind of screamed. Anyway, so yeah, he asked me the next day, and I was like, nope, I never got up. I don't remember that at all. Like, either I slept walked or you were seeing things. So that was really weird and creepy and unexplained.
Our computer was haunted. You didn't watch YouTube videos because YouTube was a fairly new thing back then.
I feel so old. YouTube feels so old.
Like, we had an old Windows 98 computer.
The good old computers that ran like
We had
crap.
an old computer. And when I was little, my mom used to let me and my little brother, or my parents used to let me and my little brother sleep in the basement on weekends that we weren't sleeping over at a friend's house. And so you could always hear something tapping or typing at the computer. It wasn't on or anything, but you could hear someone typing at it.
Ew.
And it happened for as long as I can remember. Someone was always tapping at the computer.
That's creepy. That's super creepy. I swear we had more stories. We had a lot when we were talking about it.
Well, we also had Jordan.
Yeah, that's true.
There was one that happened to my sister.
Ooh, do tell.
So my sister was driving, and I can't remember if I was with her or not. I want to say I was. And we were driving down a street, and it looked like there was a person standing on the corner, and it was like 11 o'clock at night. And as we got closer to the person, they were just gone.
Ew, that's so creepy. That's so scary.
Yeah, we booked it home as fast as we could. We're like, nope.
Nope, later. Oh, that's scary. Well, I do have a story from my brother when he was on his mission.
Okay.
So, my brother was in California, and he was staying in this little apartment, and he was doing, like, his companion was asleep or something, taking a nap, but he wasn't there with him. And my brother was doing some paperwork, and he went into the kitchen. Everything was normal. He grabbed something, went upstairs, and then came back down, and every single one of the cabinets were open.
That's freaky.
Yeah. I mean, it was small. I don't think anything happened after that, but he's like, okay, I don't need any questions. I know this place is haunted.
See, I have a couple from Fairfield.
Ooh, this is the place where I work. I want to hear.
So, I used to work where she worked. It's a retirement home. I used to work as a security guard. And so I was alone from 8 at night to 8 in the morning. So for 12 hours straight, I was by myself. And what would happen is I'd finish all the things I needed to finish within the course of about 4 hours. So I would just sit at the desk for 6 hours straight. We're gonna get high off.
Woohoo! We're talking about ghosts.
Anyways, so I'd sit at the desk by myself for about 6 hours straight and just do homework or watch videos or do whatever I wanted to do. Because, hey, I was alone for 12 hours straight.
What else are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do at 3 in the morning? So anyways, so the way it was set up is you have your front desk, and then you have stairs, and then you have some elevators behind the stairs. And there's one elevator that goes down to the basement, and it's the only one that goes down to the basement. And it was always this one. It would move constantly on its own. It would go from the first floor up to the second floor, and it would open like someone had pushed the buttons to get in, and then it would close, and then it would go up to the third floor and repeat, and then go up to the fourth floor and repeat, and then it would come back down to the first floor.
It's so weird. I don't know.
Another one, this one happened around 4 o'clock in the morning, so no one had shown up yet. A lot of the residents had dogs.
A lot of them have dogs and cats.
And so it's not unusual for me to see them walking their dogs around. And most of it's carpeted. There are a few areas, like large areas, that are tiled. The areas in front of the elevators are tiled so they can get their walkers and wheelchairs or whatever in easier. And one night I was sitting at the front desk and all of a sudden I hear what sounds like paw nails running back and forth across the tile, like like a dog running across tile. But I couldn't see anything from where I was standing. And I looked on the cameras to where all the other tile was, and I couldn't see anything. But I could sit there and I could hear this dog running around like a maniac on these tile floors, and I couldn't ever find it.
You know, if I was haunted, I would love to be haunted by a dog. So it's just happy spirits.
Just happy spirits.
He's just so happy to be there. It's like, I may be dead, but I'm gonna have the time of my life.
It freaked me out because I'm like, where the crap is this dog?
Aww. That's really cool though, being haunted by a dog. I mean, sad for the dog, but cool for us. Yeah, I don't really have any other stories.
You have a ghost story you want to tell, Ryan?
I do not.
Loser.
Okay, I've got one.
Alright,
Sweet. Ryan's gonna tell us a story.
bonus story.
Bonus story. Ooh, that's
okay.
too much weight.
Nope, we're good. We're good. Believe me,
Bonus.
we're good.
I'm too much weight. Okay.
You're too fast.
So, I was probably 8, 9 years old. I've got a whole bunch of siblings. My sister was probably 10 or 11. My younger brother was 6 or 7, something around there. So we're driving in the car. We're actually moving across the country, and we're all in our minivan.
This story.
And we loved watching The Twilight Zone. And my older sister really liked impersonating the guy on The Twilight Zone. So we're driving along, and it's probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We're driving through the night, and we're on some backwoods. I think we were in Nebraska. And to our right, about 20 feet off the road, there's some really dense trees. And then to our left, the only building that we can see anywhere, all around us, there's one building, and it's like this old abandoned factory. So we're driving down this road, and my sister's trying to entertain us, so she's telling us ghost stories as if she were the person off of the Twilight Zone, kind of. And she was telling us that, you know, if we were in a ghost story, that the car would break down, and our dad would go outside to try and fix the car. And then while he was out there, we'd see some rustling in the bushes, and then the cell phone would die, and then some guy would come up with a chainsaw and kill all of us. And we're all laughing. It's like, yeah, whatever, funny story. And then the car breaks down.
Oh no.
And all of us are kind of joking, like, oh yeah, haha, whatever, what a coincidence. You know, little kids, we weren't super worried. We didn't scare very easily. So our dad goes out trying to figure out what's wrong with the car, and then we hear a sound, and we see the cell phone turning off because it's dead and it doesn't have any batteries.
Your
And we
sister's
spend-
Victor, she sees the future.
So we spent the next 20 minutes like staring out of the woods, just waiting for some guy with a chainsaw to come kill all of us. And then my dad fixed the car and we drove away and everything was fine. The end.
All right.
That would have been so scary if
That would
you
have been
saw someone like
terrifying.
coming out of the woods. Right then, I would have been freaking out.
So yeah, those are all of our scary experiences. Let us know what yours are. Leave it in the comments below. We want to hear all of your terrifying experiences.
We're always up for ghost stories because ghost stories are awesome.
They are fabulous. Let us know what other kind of story times you want us to do, what you want to know about us, what stories you want to hear.
Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe.
So you'll always catch our videos. We upload every Saturday.
Don't hate and donate.
Thank you, Falcon Lord. Falcon Lover.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.